was just thinking about you. Good. Listen, the list of sins that you see in Galatians 5 is also the same list of sins you see in Corinthians 5. It's about the law. Look at this. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness. It's actually about the blood sacrifices, the adultery between the law of Moses and Christ, the sacrifices of the law and the sacrifice of Christ. Hebrews 9:10 will show you that it was adultery and fornication, and that if they trampled on the blood of Christ, on the sacrifice of Christ, then they were going to be in serious trouble. There would be no more sacrifice. There would remain no more sacrifice for sins. They went and did that. Now you got the Galatians here who have been bewitched in chapter 3. They've been bewitched by the law. In other words, Paul says, you have having begun in the spirit, you're now perfected by the flesh, means they had actually started to practice the sacrifices again. Well, not again. They had started to practice the sacrifices because the Judaizers had come in to corrupt them. So they had bewitched them into starting to practice the sacrifices. This is what it was meaning. You remember, to the Jews, the blood sacrifices, it was significant in being adultery, fornication, and in a sexual fashion, because the blood at the marriage, the consummation, was the shedding of the blood. So it's very significant to realize when you get married and you consummate that marriage, the blood is covenant. So it was really a terrible thing to be in the covenant of the old blood or the covenant of the new blood, and to violate the new blood and by partaking in the old blood. Christ said in Exodus, "Thou shalt not offer the blood of my sacrifice with the doctrine of leaven," which was the doctrine of the law. I hope that gives you an idea. But the list there just for the drunken rivalry. The drunken rivalry is not about alcohol, drinking, getting drunk. It's about the way those type of Pharisees act when they're drunk. They get all rowdy and they don't care what you say, and it's just drunken rivalry. It's just the way they act. They're condescending, they're malicious, they're rude, they just tear you apart. They don't care about you. I don't know if I'm going to run out of time on this. Let me know if you hear this. Love you. Bye.
That is probably the best I've ever heard it described. Wow. Thank you so much, Ian. I love you, brother. Wow, 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 wow.